Most cells complete a series of stereotypical changes from the time they are formed to the time they reproduce. These changes are referred to as the cell cycle. As a cell grows and matures, in addition to producing proteins, it completes a series of processes in preparation for its reproduction. Most cells reproduce by a process known as mitosis. In mitosis, replicated DNA is separated and two identical cells are formed. The rate that cells divide differ from cell type to cell type. However, the events of the cell cycle are common to most. The cell cycle can be subdivided into major phases, interphase and the mitotic phase. During interphase, the cell grows and matures and carries out its normal activities. During the mitotic phase, one cell, the mother cell, divides into two identical daughter cells. The mitotic phase is subdivided into mitosis and cytokinesis. Interphase can be subdivided into three subphases: G1 or first gap, S or synthesis, and G2 or second gap. During the gap subphases of interphase, the cell completes all of its normal functions, including the synthesis of proteins, the production of organelles, and the regulation of its internal environment. The end of G1 is signaled by the start of the replication of the centrioles. Centrioles are organelles that exist in pairs within the centrosome. As you may recall, the centrosome is an area near the nucleus where the microtubules of the cytoskeleton radiate. Centrioles play a role in organizing specialized fibers essential to cell division. Centrioles are themselves an array of microtubules. After G1 is the synthesis subphase. This phase is characterized by the replication of DNA. We already stated that during interphase, the cell is preparing for division. Since the cell ultimately divides into two identical cells, its DNA must first be replicated. As in transcription, a series of proteins, enzymes, and other chemicals work to unwind the DNA molecule to allow for new base pairs to be formed. Here are the simplified steps associated with DNA replication. First, an enzyme known as helicase unwinds the DNA molecule by separating the base pairs. Each DNA now serves as a template strand for the replicated DNA molecules. Now, an enzyme known as primase assembles a starter RNA strand compatible with the initial unzipped molecules. DNA polymerase then begins to assemble new nucleotides compatible with the DNA strand. And then an enzyme winds the two new DNA molecules. New histones are formed, chromatin is organized, and the two new molecules are held together by a button-like strand of DNA in combination with a protein complex known as cohesin. Now the cell has two copies of genetic material, each to be parceled out into the two daughter cells. The mitotic phase of the life cycle is characterized by a series of activities that can be described in phases: prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. As you recall, in the synthesis subphase, the DNA has been replicated and the twin molecules are held together by a button-like centromere. At the beginning of prophase, the chromatin coils and is now visible with a light microscope as bar-like chromosomes. Each joined strand is now referred to as a chromatid. As the chromatids coil, the nucleoli disappear and centrosome-containing centrioles begin to move away from each other as microtubules are constructed, forming what is known as the mitotic spindle. In what some refer to as late prophase, the nuclear envelope disintegrates, and the chromosomes interact with the mitotic spindle by connecting to the spindle at the kinetochores, which are protein microtubules associated with the centromere. In metaphase, the mitotic spindle pulls the chromosomes into alignment across the cell equator so that the centromeres are aligned. Enzymes begin the process of separating the chromatids. In anaphase, the chromatids are abruptly pulled apart towards opposite poles of the cell. Telophase begins when the chromatid movement initiated in anaphase stops. During telophase, the chromatids, now single chromosomes on either side of the cell, begin to uncoil to be known as chromatin again. A new nuclear envelope forms around the chromatin, nucleoli reappear, and the mitotic spindle disintegrates. This is the end of mitosis. As a result of the interaction of two proteins known as actin and myosin, the plasma membrane begins to pinch in, forming what is known as a cleavage furrow between the soon-to-be daughter cells. This cleavage continues until the cells are totally separated and cell division is complete. This phase is known as cytokinesis.